Year goes by and we faced a very challenged time in 2008. There was the recession. Christina was pretty lost. I was sad. I was feeling lonely. Mark started to drink. I started to drink as well. And suddenly we started to detach from each other. It was so much going on in how we are going to do this. We had to face a recession, and at the same time we had a brand new baby at home, and I got pregnant with our second child.
It was, listen, it was scary, you know? I mean, I'm a self-employed guy in a volatile market. My business does this all the time. So I didn't know. All I knew was I had her, I had them, and we were gonna do whatever we had to do.
Who was more like, hey, we got this during that time? During the recession?
Oh my gosh, Christina was always the positive. I mean, listen, I was a ball of stress, and I mean, I wasn't a great person a lot because, you know, I didn't know how to manage my stress at the time. I mean, my stress levels were, you know, they drove a stake between us a little bit at sometimes, you know. I wasn't the greatest husband, and I wasn't the greatest father.
I thought that I was going to be able to hold tight and just say, I will be at your side. But the recession took him so bad, and he was devastated. He lost all his dreams.
I was partying a little too much, and I was using the excuse that it was my stress and bad influences coming into my life and hanging out with the wrong people and doing the wrong things. And, you know, she'd had enough.
It was not that easy. I had to go to Brazil for a few months because it was hard for me to see the whole dream falling apart, and it was pretty hard for me to understand that marriage brings that too. Coming out from the recession, still feeling the pressure of we have to change a few things to keep going. I was afraid of how I'm going to continue my life. I was aware about what was happening around me, but I didn't have myself yet. So that's when I started to find a way to really look into me and say, I need to make some changes. I need to be stable for this family. I need to face my challenges in my marriage and talk with Mark. And I had to exercise this connection with myself and with my husband, with my life. And face the truth that things were not going well. I remember sitting on the couch and telling Mark, honey, I think I am depressed. And he is like, why? You have everything. I said, I have everything, but I don't have myself. I don't know where Christina is in this life. I am completely lost between being a mom, being your wife, facing our challenges. I am exhausted and I need to find myself again. And during this time, there was one thing that I was still counting on, was my mat. My yoga mat was with me. I was never missing a class. I was keep going to my routine of practice because there was the time that I could be with myself and cry if I needed, and at least try to find some kind of vitality to continue. And so it was about 2016 when I decided to change and do something for me. So I think I should start with 2016, when I was coming back from Bentry and my two girls were on the back seat of the car, and it was summertime, and I was breaking down, and I didn't know what to do with my life. I felt that I was overwhelming just being a mom, right? And I decided to do something for me. From that day on, I decided to see and feel what would bring me purpose to live in the States. Besides being a mom, besides being a wife, I need to use my brain for other things. So I had to listen to my heart. And I was practicing yoga every day. Yoga always has been part of my life. So I did my first training in psychotherapeutic yoga in Dallas. And then through that, I decided to launch something they call Privilege Home. But it was a website where I started to write blogs about being a mom, do yoga, and stuff like that. And from that website, I launched social media because I was so against social media at that point. And this whole thing happened. So this was 5 years ago, 4.5 years ago. So I felt that was a good way to start, to say, when your heart tells you what to do, you don't need to doubt, because that's the truth. You know, if you feel for, just make that happen. Your mind will be there. So tonight, I think it's my heart that brought all of you here, and I could not be more thankful, because this is pure love. I don't call this a job. I don't call this a work. I never come to work. I always come to give love for people that love me, and that makes life completely different, because that's the purpose. If we are not here for that, then I don't know why, right? Because love is everything. So thank you so much. This project has been, if you know me, has been a lot of up and downs, but all for good, all for good. I think we are together, we are winning, and we are making our lives better. Thank you. I think Christina was made in many layers. The woman that I am today, and the woman that I count to be with me every day, and working as a mom, working as a wife, working as a businesswoman, working as a yoga teacher, this woman became. And this woman became because of the layers that I had discovered in my entire life until now.